From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your North Coast Neighborhood Forecast.
Everything Medical has been your complete source for medical supplies since 2007. Our 10,000 square foot showroom has the largest selection of home medical equipment in the North State. We have what you need. Everything Medical, Athens Avenue, Reading.
Well, it's the beginning of a nice, long, probably 4-day weekend for some of you. As you can obviously tell, that's not the case for me. I'm going to be working 7 days a week. I do want to mention that, and I gotta start off this way. Eventually, I will be able to bring on more people. Hopefully, starting off with someone to do weekends for me. Eventually, that will be here soon. I've got someone that I've already got my eyes on, and we're kind of working out things. So yeah, be on the lookout for that. We'll be making that announcement here soon. But clearing skies on the coast with over 100 degrees inland. So it's kind of one of those things where, yeah, nice and cool on the coast, right? But pretty warm inland, and those temperatures will be dropping next week. And of course, that main impact for that drop in the temperatures will be inland. But there it is. That's a big difference here, right? You have about 104 degrees inland, and I mean, it's almost a 40-degree spread between the coast and inland. So quite that heat wave for many of the inland areas, and not to mention most of Northern California. Now, the reason for this heat wave is this, right? We're talking about this big ridge of high pressure in place. You've got an area of low pressure right here, but that's just going to stay and push itself up to the north. All right, so let's take a look at Futurecast, and we'll kind of show you what's going on with the coast. Actually, I do expect to see clearing skies for the coast. This is for your Saturday today. Looks like we'll see mainly sunny skies, even for places like Eureka. Now, there will be periods of the day and even the evening when we will see some clouds and low clouds, especially around Eureka, and maybe not as much for Del Norte County. I think we're going to see a little bit more sunshine there. There's a look at Sunday afternoon. And there you can see the mainly sunny skies here, and that'll probably even continue on into your Monday as well. All right, so there's your Monday morning, still looking at the mainly sunny skies, and then going into Monday afternoon, maybe still some sunny skies out there. Now, we still need to talk about the small correct advisory for most of the immediate coast. Notice right around Crescent City northward, you're going from a small correct advisory, which, by the way, expires at 9 a.m. on Monday, and then we have that gale warning right around Crescent City, and then of course southward as you start heading out further into the sea here. So let's take a look at the current sea surface temperatures. And you can see we're in the low 50s. That's pretty much normal, pretty common here. But this is where the big story is, right? Because you can see even along the coast, we've got some pretty high wave heights, anywhere from 7 to 8 feet. So let's take a look at that trend here. And here's today, and I mean, you're anywhere from 5 to even upwards of 9 feet. Very close. Now, it's not right on the immediate coast here because you can see here we're kind of getting those lower wave heights. But you probably will notice some bigger waves crashing along the coast here. But this is where the really big story is. I mean, you're talking 11 to even 14 feet over the next few days. So fishermen, obviously, you're going to need to definitely kind of take heed of that and know that it's going to be pretty rough out there. North winds at about 5 to 15 knots, waves from the northwest at 8 feet at about 10 seconds, and from the northwest at 2 feet at 9 seconds. And there you can see that small correct advisory for most of the immediate coast, with the exception of that gale warning just north of Crescent City. There is a look at Crescent City for your next 7 days, mid-60s through Tuesday, low 60s for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There you can see we're starting off with plenty of sunshine, but some clouds moving back in toward the beginning of next week. 69 for Smith River, 91 for Gasquet, and Orleans, a high of about 103 degrees. So again, you can see that big difference between the inland areas and the coast, but that's pretty much common around here. Take you out to Ferndale, about 68 degrees, Hydesville, about 74, as well as Rio Dell, and Fortuna, a high of about 71 degrees. And for the southern parts of the north coast, you can see Garberville 100, 102 for Redway, and 96 degrees for Miranda. There's a look at your 7-day forecast for Eureka. We do have those temperatures in the low 60s for today and tomorrow, and we've got those temperatures in the mid 60s starting off next week, and then back down to the low 60s by Thursday and Friday.